Welcome back to another video with Kids Art Lab, and if this is your first time joining us, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. What are we making today?
A Sea Leviathan.
A Sea Leviathan. Is that from Roblox Fisch?
Yep.
Okay, well what do we need for colors on that?
We are going to use some red, a little bit of like gray, maybe tan. We're going to need our black for outlining.
Okay.
And then we're going to need a little bit of like gray.
Okay. Well, we're going to be using our acrylic brush pens markers today, but you guys can use whatever you have laying around the house. You do not have to use these or even acrylic markers. And make sure to stay tuned for the end of the video where we will share some really interesting facts we learned about the Sea Leviathan.
Yep.
Let's get started. Okay, so the Sea Leviathan, his head's going to be right around in here, and then we're going to have body parts coming out of the water. So you kind of just head, a middle body, and a tail out here just for your planning purposes of your drawing here. Okay, so first off, what we're going to do is we're going to make top of his head. Okay. And then it's going to be like this and like this. Okay. And then it'll be like this and like this. And then he's going to have an eyeball right here. He's going to have a spooky looking eyeball. Okay, and then from there, we're going to work down to his snout. Okay, and then okay, and then this. Okay, and then we'll have the other eye is going to be right here. All right, and then there's like the bottom of his mouth. It's going to go this way. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this, and this is going to come down and end right here. Good. All right, and then what we do is we're going to round this off. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we'll finish off the head, but first off what we're going to do is we have to make these like their spines. So it's going to be like this, 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 okay, and then we're going to kind of connect them. And then we'll do one more, and this one will be the last one, and then what we're going to do is you're going to finish this, and it's going to hopefully give it the look like it's kind of like twisted a little bit. So now we got this, 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 and it's going to kind of disappear into the water. Okay, and then we're going to do one more here to kind of like make his head. This will make a little more sense once we color it. Okay, now we're going to make like another piece right here, and yeah, so you're going to probably make yours right here, and then your tail is going to be up here. So I'm going to do say I'm going to make mine right here, and then my tail is going to be up here. Okay, so first off, what we're going to do is you want to make like a little, like a loop like that. This and like this. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make a line, and we want to stop kind of like right around here. Okay, good. And then yours will come off the page a little bit, but that's fine. So then same thing, we're going to do this, 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 and one more. And then we're going to connect those like we did before. Like that, okay? And then the other ones, again, are going to give the appearance that it's kind of like rolling a little bit. So that's where we start this. You kind of have to imagine that this line is going to keep coming around. But because the scales are there, it's blocking it. You with me? Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a little tricky. So now we connect those. And then I'm probably going to need one more, so I'll do that right here. Oh, and I really like how you've gone behind the head, so that is going to make it look three-dimensional. Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, and now the final one is going to be right here. And this is going to be kind of like off in the distance. This is the tail. And we're going to... something like that. Okay. And now the same thing. So we're going to, you kind of imagine that this would finish like this, but these scales are going to be kind of like blocking it. Now, this is important. As we get to the very end, they get smaller and smaller because we're getting to the end of the Leviathan. So they're going to get shorter and shorter until maybe it rolls. Now that'll be the last one. We'll do the tail there. And then maybe we'll do a couple small ones like this, and like that would be like the end. Right, good, good. So we, this, 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 and that. Cool. Okay. Now he wouldn't be complete without some teeth, right? Mm-hmm. So he's got lots of teeth, so you can put as many of those as you want. And then I'm going to try and get them between them. Well, this thing is looking super spooky. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Let's fast forward and bring our Leviathan to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the sea leviathans turned out great.
Yes, they are really creepy looking, but I like it.
So what we did with the water is we took some blue and we went around the bottoms of it, and then we put a little bit of purple and some of the teal on to make it the watery look.
Exactly. Well, what was an interesting fact that you learned about the sea leviathan?
That their favorite bait is truffle worms and shark head.
Truffle worms and what?
Shark head bait.
Shark head. And you can get those anywhere?
You have to buy the bait crates, but yeah, basically.
Oh. Well, I learned that they spawn secretly, so the game doesn't tell you that they actually spawned.
You just
like
have
they
to go
would
around the map and find them.
Right, like the megalodon or the kraken, it tells you, but this guy, he just sneaks in. Well, I think it looks great. What else do we have to do?
Sign our picture!
Yeah. Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us for another video with Kids Art Lab.
I hope you had fun painting your sea leviathan, and we hope to see you next time. Bye!
Bye-bye for now.